In a land far away, surrounded by rolling hills and quiet valleys, there lived a young boy named Yusuf. He was no ordinary child. His father, Prophet Yaqub, often marveled at his beauty and wisdom, seeing in him a light that set him apart. But this love, pure and unshaken, stirred envy in the hearts of Yusuf's older brothers. One day their jealousy overcame them. They plotted against Yusuf, their hearts hardened by resentment. With cunning words, they lured him away and cast him into a deep, dark well, its cold walls echoing Yusuf's faith-filled prayers. His brothers, convinced their plan would rid them of his presence, returned home with a false tale of tragedy. Time passed, and a caravan of travelers stumbled upon the abandoned boy. Captivated by his presence, they rescued him and sold him as a slave in Egypt. In this bustling land, Yusuf's destiny began to unfold. A nobleman named Al-Aziz purchased him, seeing potential in the young man that went beyond his outward beauty. Al-Aziz brought Yusuf into his home, a place of grandeur and splendor. He instructed his wife, Zulaikha, to care for Yusuf and treat him well. Over the years, Yusuf grew not only in stature, but in grace and wisdom, his every action a reflection of his unwavering faith. His beauty, now more radiant than ever, drew the attention of all who encountered him. Zulaikha, the lady of the house, found herself captivated. What began as admiration turned into infatuation. She wrestled with her emotions, but the pull of her desires grew stronger until one day it became too much to bear. In the quiet of her chambers, Zulaikha made her move. She closed the doors, ensuring no one could interrupt, and approached Yusuf. But Yusuf, steadfast in his values, resisted her advances. Turning to flee, he was stopped only by her grasp, which tore his shirt as he ran toward freedom. In that moment, the door opened, and there stood Al-Aziz. The scene was set for misunderstanding, and Zulaikha, caught in her vulnerability, accused Yusuf of wrongdoing. But the truth came to light. Evidence showed Yusuf's innocence. The torn shirt spoke volumes, proving that he was the one fleeing harm, not causing it. Yet the whispers of the household spread beyond its walls. The scandal grew, and Zulaikha's name was at the center of it. Feeling cornered, she sought to defend her actions. She invited the noble women of the city to a grand feast, determined to show them the allure that had captivated her so completely. As the women dined, Yusuf entered the room. The effect was instantaneous. Eyes widened, hands trembled, and knives slipped from their grasp, cutting their fingers as they stared in awe. They too were mesmerized, their disbelief replaced by silent understanding of Zulaikha's feelings. Still, Yusuf's trials were far from over. Despite his innocence, he was imprisoned, a decision made to protect reputations rather than honor the truth. But even in the dark confines of the prison, Yusuf's light shone. He offered wisdom to his fellow inmates, interpreting their dreams with insight and precision. Years later, word of Yusuf's gift reached the ears of the king, who was troubled by a dream he could not understand. Summoning Yusuf, the king described his vision: 7 lean cows devouring 7 fat ones and 7 dry ears of grain, overshadowing 7 green ones. Yusuf, with clarity and calm, explained the meaning. It was a warning. 7 years of abundance would be followed by 7 years of famine. Yusuf advised the king to prepare, to save during the prosperous years for the difficult times ahead. Impressed by Yusuf's wisdom and integrity, the king elevated him to a position of great authority. Yusuf, once a boy cast into a well, now held the power to save an entire nation. As the years passed, Zulaikha's life changed. She was no longer the proud woman of wealth and power. Humbled by her experiences and softened by time, she sought Yusuf once more, not with desire, but with remorse. Her heart, once consumed by passion, now longed for forgiveness. Yusuf, now a man of even greater wisdom, forgave her. His forgiveness was not born of obligation, but of understanding, a reflection of his unwavering faith in God's plan. Their lives intertwined once more, this time with peace and mutual respect. And so, the story of Yusuf and Zulaikha became a tale of patience, resilience, and redemption. Yusuf's journey from betrayal to triumph reminds us that even in the darkest moments, there is light. With faith and perseverance, trials become lessons, and forgiveness paves the way for peace. This story, written across time, continues to inspire, reminding us of the beauty of faith and the power of unwavering character.